So, hello everyone. Today we'll be just doing the same thing that we did in last week. That we have solved lots of the questions that is in the Python. So here we are also going to just look at the some concept and then we'll be solving the questions by concept wise. So let's start without wasting any time. So we'll be doing Python questions. So what will be the first question? It will be from the post section of my profile. If you just visit my profile and visit the post section where we have updated lots of questions. So from there you can simply go and solve this. So the first question of this video is like we'll be taking this block of code and what will be the output of this code. First analyze without using any interpreter or any terminal, and then tell me like what will be the output of this, and then we'll run this and see it. So first we can see 1 divided by 0, that is not possible. If you just run this, let me select the kernel, and here we have. So if you will divide 1 by 0, that will basically not a possible mathematical operation. So there must be a zero division error. But if you try to absorb this expression, and there is one catch here, like if you'll see here, here is like one indentation error, and that will just result in error or none. So that will be a kind of a error. Yes. So this will be an error. So if we'll just run this code, this will 100% throw you an error. Yes, because E is not defined, because here we are using the try and except block, and in that except block we are using zero division error as E, and we are using just pass, and after this pass we are coming out of this try and except block, and after that if you will just use E is not defined. It is same as if you just try to uh, learn the concept for I in range. Here, if I will just select the from 1 to 10, suppose I want to print, and I will try to print I. So that will be printing I from 1 to 9. You are like obvious with that. But what if I will tell that after ending the for loop, I will print the value of I? That doesn't make any sense. Like I is not existing like after this thing. Like, wait 1 second. Okay, this is I think the Pythonic thing. It is like new learning for me also. If I will just print I, it is telling me 9. As in Python, like what we have studied that when we start a loop like for I in range 1 to 10, and after that I is like a kind of a variable. If you just try to recall one thing from C language where we just use the for loop, and then we make a integer I is equal to 1, and then we make a loop like, and then we check if I is greater than, or when I is smaller than suppose 10, and then we I plus plus. So here I is like kind of a defined integer. So I think this Python uses this as like whenever we run a for loop, here if we are printing I, and we are just running the version. Let me show you which version we are using. Okay, here it is shown like 3.11 version. So there is also a difference with the version also. But for in the case of this try and accept, here it is not like it does not mean anything, just coming after the block. But here for in for loop, this was also first time for me to know that if you will just come out of this for loop, and if you just print I, that will be like I is working as a variable here, and it is like defined in the environment. If I will just print I in any block, that will be giving 9, like the last value of I. So this is also a good learning. So here, moving to the next question. So here we have the use of one thing, that is ID. Let me tell you what is ID. If I will just write ID of 256, Why I'm taking this number 256, where here it is given 257, you will understand. Like if I will write the ID of 255, and again I will write the ID of 255. If you will try to see, the both the numbers are same, isn't? But if I will just write the ID of 257, it is different. And if I will just write the ID of 257, S- still the numbers are same, but the idea is different. Let's take another thing, like let's take 200. Let's take 200 here also. Just run both of the cells. I haven't run this. Okay. Here the ID is same. So what we have observed, till 256, the ID of like any two number or whatever you are making, that is same. But if you are just taking one more than that, that will be different. So here the false will be the answer. Like if you are just equating the ID of 257 is double equal to ID of 257, will not be equal to, like whenever here the explanation what is given, large integer greater than 256, not 256, just greater than 256, are not cached. So different object may be created. And here the maybe word is like uh, dependable, like which version of Python you are using. Sometimes whenever you are using 257, that will also give you true. But in this case, in most of the time, the most of the on the kernels, you will just look at like this all will be different. Like the ID of 257 will not be equal to again ID of 257. The different object will be like created. So moving next. So here we have another thing, hash function. What the hash function do is like if I will just write hash of 152. Okay, it will give you the number. Okay, let's take another thing. Let's take as 1, 2, and 3. It will create a hash of this thing. So hashing is basically a kind of we can say algorithm or whatever. You have understood that in a DSA subject. So you can say that if you just hash, and one more thing, if you just take let's take one more example. Like if I will just write like hash, and then I will write like hash of integer, so that will we have seen that that is valid. If I will just write like hash of any tuple, that is valid. But if I will just take the right hash of 1, 2, and 3, that is like not hashable. Like a list which is like the thing that is uh, mutable in nature, that is not hashable. Hash only need the constant thing like a list, sorry, a tuple. Let's take dictionary here. Will it be like hashable? Let's take name, and then whatever, Sam. It is a dictionary data type, we know that, and it is also unhashable. But if you just take the tuple, that will be hashable. So here, what we can see here, we have passed a tuple, and in the tuple we have also a tuple. So that will be hashable. So that will be hashed to an integer value, I think. Let's check on the VS code. I am not able to copy this. Till now I've written all. Okay, copy. Yeah. Let's remove this and then remove this. Yeah. It is like hashable and the integer value. That is correct. So the next question is, it will be a kind of a question when you know a DLD better, that will be easy to solve this question. So what is this question says that let's take an example. Let's A is equal to 0.1. All right. B is equal to 1.3. Okay, 0.3. Let's take it 0.3. Or what was given? Let's take the number that is given here. A is equal to 0.1 and B is equal to 0.2. And if I will add A plus B, what will be the answer? It will be 0.03 and 000, and this thing is like one of the interesting thing, like 4. Why this 4 is coming? Whenever you declare any floating number in Python, that is not accurate. It will take it as a approximate. So that's why there might be 0.100000 and 10.000 and something another number. So it will just approximate, and if you just convert it and add it the both a floating number like a and b, if you are adding, it will generate a something like this. So if you just try to equate with 0 0.3, it will be giving you the false. And here is what floating point precision makes 0 0.1 and 0 0.2 slightly different from 0 0.3. It is not 0 0.3 but also not different from 0 0.3. It is slightly, like you can see there is like lots of numbers here like 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 4. It is nearly, you can say that it is 0 0.3, but it is not equal to 0 0.3 if you just talk logically. So that's why it is different. So the next thing is what will be the printed. Okay, so here we have most interesting things. Let's take any tuple here, and let's x is equal to 3 4, and in that tuple there is a list and it is 4 2. And what do you think if I will just append x dot append, it will throw you error. We already know that there is no any append function in tuple. So let's use the assignment. Can we do that? Let's see. Is equal to 45. It is also not possible. Like tuple object does not support item assignment. We already know that. But what if I will tell you that 0 1 2? I want to append the second element dot append 99. Okay, it will not give you an error. And if I will just print x, here we have 99. So the concept is here, like still the x have the three element, like the zeroth element, the first element, and the second element. I am talking about the indexing, but if you just count the number, like it is first element, this is second element, and this list is third element. And still after appending this list, still the tuple have the three elements, like the first element, the second element, and this the third element. There is a change inside the third element, but still it is the third element. So we can append a list inside a tuple. So here we can say that the answer will be 1 2 3 4, and in the x2 like 0 1 2, in this list it is appending 5. So that will be 1 2 3 4 5. So hope you got that. So moving next, and here is one of the most interesting concept in Python, keyword. So let's choose it. Here we have print this thing, and for that let me tell you one thing. Python have something called as we already know that there is a thing called hashing. If you just, I will write hash of true, what will be this? 1. Okay, now let's write hash of 1. It is still 1. Now let's take the hash of 0 0.1. Okay, not 0 0.1, 1.0. Yeah, it is given there 1.0. If I will do the hash of this, it is still 1. So all these three things are same. If I will just use the double equal to kind of thing, equal to 1, it is giving true. Like this true is equal to 1 in the Python keyword. So still if I will just write true is equal to 1.0. So yes, it is also equal to. So we can simply say that these all things are like if I will just use the AND operator here, and 1.0 is equal to 1, and if I will just put the both into a bracket, so that there will be a precedence. Okay, what is the error here? Okay, double AND we are using. Okay, the it is giving true. Like this is also true, and this is also true, and we can also say that if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is also equal to C. We can say that. So here, coming back to our question, what it was given here is like print. We are making a dictionary here, and in that dictionary we are making a key that is true, and in that key we are assigning a value is equal to yes. Done. And the next part we are again writing 1, then this one is not counted as it is already made. We have already made a key of with the name of true. So this A will not work, and this no will be getting inside this true, like as a value. Again we are defining 1.0 that will be again working as a true kind of thing. And let's check the video is clear. Yeah, it is. So here again we are making 1.0, and then in that 1.0 that is the key, but that will be also not defined because 1.0 is also equal to true. So here this maybe will be assigned to true. So this all is equal to this. So if you just run this or the last code that I have written, let's do this and just control that. Yeah, this will be like true and maybe, and this will be equal to true and maybe. The both thing will be the same because we already explained that this one is equal to true and true is already defined. This will be not be working, but again that no that is big that will be going to one that will go to true. Again in the same way, here 1.0 is already defined, like true is also equal to 1.0. So this maybe will be replaced with no. First this yes will be replaced with no, and then again that no will be replaced with maybe. So here that will be the answer. So it was quite interesting question to look at. So here we have first the thing that is true and the last thing maybe. And here okay, why it is coming. I think we have did done like mistake kind of thing, but the answer will be maybe one and maybe, as we have already seen that there. Let's copy and paste and run that in a terminal. Like what I have explained, is it right or wrong? Yeah, it is true and maybe. I will just change it today. Like that will be true and maybe. The second option will be right answer. As like if you will just move this one and no to the rightmost side, that will be like the correct answer. Like if I will just move this no, like here the no is replaced by maybe, but here I want this thing to be here. So that will be the answer that is shown there. So this will be the answer that is shown here, but in our case whatever it is written, the answer will be the second one. So here we have also got one more interesting question. That is, we have like empty list, and in that list there is a list. Like we have a list, and in that list there is also a list, and multiply by 3. So what will be the answer? So basically that will multiply this thing into 3 times. It is obvious, but the thing that I want to explain, let's correct the answer. Yeah, but all same object. Okay, like both are the same thing. Multiplication create a reference to a same inner list. That was the only thing that I wanted to explain you here. So if I will just remove the print kind of thing, and let's see one interesting thing. If a is equal to this thing, here we have, and if I will just write a, we are just getting the zeroth index of a. That means we are just taking the first list here, and dot append 1, and it will be done. And what if I will just print a? Oh wow, I have just like selected a and then zeroth element and appending 1, and here all this like element zeroth, first and second element all are getting 1. Why? If I will just write like again I will just write this 5 times. If I will write first time I am appending 1, second time 3 and 4. Done and done. Then why all these lists are getting all the elements? Like I am just choosing the zeroth one. Let's did do the last thing to the 0 1 to third one. And again this is like no matter which thing you are just writing on the zeroth list, on the first list or the second list, it is getting like attached with all the list here. This is why, but all same object, because here all the like whatever the object has created, it is all it is the same. Like in the memory block, we are just defining that all object as a same. So that's why if you are just no matter you are just appending any number to zeroth index, second index, or the third index, we are just getting all this thing in all the lists. So this is like this is only because you are just multiplying this by 3, and we have made a like list inside a list and multiply by 3, because here it is creating a same object. So that's why this will be the correct answer. So hope I have covered like lots of question and lots of topic. So I think this is enough for this time. And let's see, is anyone is on the chat? Okay, no one. So till now, we are just ending this live, and hope you enjoyed the live and you also learned lots of things in this live. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.